Good morning and welcome into YouTube Live in the New England Sports Village for Genza Academy 16U action as they take on Ulysse Academy all the way from Montreal, Quebec. Once again, welcome into YouTube Live. Ezra Janello, the Director of Communications and Broadcasting for the Generals organization, along with you this morning for what is pretty much the national championship between Ulysse and the Genza Academy again here at the New England Sports Village. We've had a busy weekend here at the Village with the Academy teams playing a couple games each. Ulysse getting some exhibition games against some Northeast American hockey clubs. But it all closes out right now with the matchup of the weekend. Again, the Genza Academy, they're wearing their home white uniforms, taking on Ulysse in all black. For the Generals, they go with their top unit, Sawyer, centered by Santiago. They've got Ryan Hughes on their line as well. Christian Williams sends in, retrieved by the defenseman wearing 35 in black. Now Hughes chases to the near side corner. No line charts today for Ulysse, no nameplates on their jerseys, so we'll try the best we can with what we've got. 76 in black into the offensive zone, pushed on to Cade Rose, today's Attleboro Sport and Spine Chiropractic starter for the Generals in between the pipes. Rose, a 2006 birth year out of Apex, North Carolina this season. 2 games played, a .545 goals against average, and a .909 save percentage. Santiago loses the face-off back. Ulysse sends deeper into the Generals zone. Santiago up the near side, middle of the ice, finds Lucas Sawyer. Sawyer with speed, nice move to the inside, back coming to the near side, but is taken back by the player wearing 56 in black. Ulysse makes their way up the ice out of their own zone, 61, taps it ahead for 10. It's sent wide of Cade Rose to the far side corner. Now Rose forced to make a save, and he'll hold on for the stoppage. 16:10 to play in this first period. So 3 17-minute periods, though the middle stanza will look a little different. They'll play 8.5 the first half of the period, then they'll get off for an ice cut and then come back on for the second half. It makes it so that you get fresh ice halfway through the game, but you don't need 2 breaks, 2 lengthy intermissions for the Zamboni to do its job. Tomas Cobella plays ahead. Here comes Shane Bradley with a step. The puck's a little bit ahead of him, so the netminder, wearing 60 in black, sends it up the far side wall. Bradley, the last time the Gents played Ulysse up in Montreal, was stationed on the blue line as a part of the Generals' defensive core, but now gets his place back up on the front end, playing forward with Tony Fleck and Tomas Cobella. Christofidis sends down the ice. Icing called, and now waved off by Canaris. So Ulysse will make their way up the ice with their feet. Williams, that's Connor Williams alongside Ben Haley and William Klingensmith on the ice for the Generals. Cole Gerges sends up the near side wall. Klingensmith there in white. That was taken back by a couple of players wearing black. And now on the far side is Ben Haley. Pushed back towards Christian Williams. Williams, by far the tallest player on the roster for the Generals, coming in at a stout 6'8", 200 pounds. The Crofton, Maryland native stands tall on the Generals' blue line. Puck sent up the middle of the ice in the Ulysse zone, kept in by Haley. Haley throws a shot on net that's blocked and comes to the near side of the zone. It's met by number 72. Sent to the far side, and now Ulysse back up the middle of the ice, 23, make that 22, over to the far side. He's pressured by Lucas Sawyer, kept in the blue line by 56. Hughes pushes him down the wall where he's met by Cole Gerges. Big collision in the near side corner. Ulysse coming away with possession on that far side, up towards the blue line, but it escapes the defenseman and all the way down to where the netminder in black can play. 14:10 remaining in this opening period. Here's Klingensmith, make that Trace Gerges on the near side, just in front of us. Lucas Sawyer comes away with possession, though Ryan Hughes in the zone prevents him from entering the offensive end. Sent in onto Cade Rose, wide of the cage. Back for it, Santiago. Makai Santiago up the middle of the ice. Plays to Ryan Hughes. Hughes over the red line, now the blue line with possession. Pushes it into the corner, though no one there. So Ulysse sends up towards the blue line and all the way down the ice, just to the blocker side of Cade Rose, and icing is called. Let's meet the coaching staff for the Generals. Head coach Eric Projan currently serving a suspension, so the president of hockey operations for the Generals, Brian Erickson, the bench boss for the Gens today. The team's athletic trainer, Dylan Trelligan, standing alongside him, and we'll see the 18s play later today against Ulysse Academy. That game at 1:30 p.m. Again on YouTube Live. This time, though, on the primary rink here at the Village. Puck played in front, held on to by the netminder, and we'll get another face-off. The 18 team last night at 8:30 picked up a commanding 10-1 win. Vibes riding high as they make their way into their final matchup of the season against Ulysse, two familiar foes. Off the face-off, Tony Fleck pushes to the corner, played up towards the far side dot. Now Ulysse will make their way down the ice. That's 10 in black, sending back where Cade Rose can play it behind his crease. Cobella on the near side wall, looking to clear his zone. Goes back for Trace Gerges. A quick shot onto Rose, goes wide. That was 10 who fired it. Puck gets chipped onto the back of the net, so the whistle comes from the official. Face-off will stay inside of the general zone. Far side corner, there's 57. Taken back by Cobella in that far side corner. Cole Gerges comes in to help out. Up the wall. 72 in black. Nice toe drag around Klingensmith near side. Tough angle try. Shouldered away by the netminder in Rose. Back on that far side wall. 72 dropping down. Taken off his stick by Connor Williams. And now Williams will lead the rush into the offensive end on that far side wall. It's poked wide. Williams behind the net now. Pushed up Christian Williams. Same name, no relation though, as it goes to the far side corner. 72 in black, met by 73 in white. That was Klingensmith, and the turnover caused in the neutral zone allows the Generals to regroup. Here comes Santiago with speed up the near side wall. Makes a move towards the inside and forces it to the far side corner. 65 in black now. Up the near side through the neutral zone. 73 waiting for it, but Cole Gerges goes back below the goal line to retrieve. Up towards Sawyer into the neutral zone for Ryan Hughes. Hughes with speed. Far side, puts the brakes on, but loses possession as two Ulysse players came in for it. Here's Hughes once more. Hughes now on the near side. Chips it high off the glass, and Trace Gerges can't keep it in. So all the way down it goes for an icing once more. Now 11:24 to play in this opening period. Tony Fleck leans in for the draw. Shane Bradley and Tomas Cobella alongside him as the wings. Peter Christofidis, Trace Gerges on the blue line. One back by Fleck. Christofidis, the long shot, gets blocked in front. Couldn't find its way through traffic. Now Christofidis tries again. This one does make its way through, and it's patted aside by the netminder wearing 60. Ulysse making their way out of their zone. They'll have to try again, though. Coming in was Shane Bradley to halt the effort. They'll succeed on the second chance, though, and it's sent back behind Cade Rose. Weird bounce off the wall, and Rose forced to just play it up the far side. Back into the general zone. Trace Gerges reverses it. Shane Bradley there for it for the Generals. I mentioned Shane Bradley spent some time this season as a defenseman for the Generals defense corps. Not unknown to making crisp breakout passes, though Ulysse sends back in, and Cole Gerges has to go for it. All the way down the ice it goes. No icing, says the official Canaris. And so Ben Haley will get started on the Gens forecheck. Pushed back below the goal line, now on the near side in the corner. Up the wall towards the blue line, through the neutral zone, coming 12 in black. Around Ben Haley, Cole Gerges comes in to shut it down. And once again down the ice, though not enough mustard on it to go for icing. Now Christian Williams controls in his own end up the near side, taken away by 61 in black. Shouldered off by Makai Santiago. Now Christian Williams again. Santiago pushes in. No icing initiated by Canaris, the official. And now Santiago behind the net. Santiago turning and firing and turned aside. Pushed up towards the blue line. Cole Gerges keeps it in barely, but loses his stick. And now Christian Williams has to get back in a hurry to regain possession. Williams to the near side. Ryan Hughes 2-on-3 for the Generals. Hughes a shot. Blocker save made up the far side. Shane Bradley. It bounces over his stick. Cole Gerges in a race for possession. Pushes it back to the outside. Absorbs contact, but gets the puck out of the zone. Ulysse up the near side wall. That's 65 up towards 21. Sent in, glove down by 57 in black. And now Christian Williams again. A long shift for the 6'8" defenseman. Has to go back into his own zone. His defensive partner, Trace Gerges, plays up the near side. Here's Ryan Hughes once more. Hughes will just chip and get off for a change while Ulysse regroups. Near side now, 77. Looking to work on Tomas Kobella. Peter Christofidis fresh on the ice. Into the corner. Shane Bradley comes in. Strong puck support by the General centerman. And he'll make his way up the ice. Bradley over the red line to the near side for Kobella. It goes just over the blue line, sent back into the neutral zone, and Kobella has to try once more. He does, and succeeds. Kobella to the offensive end finds Bradley. Now down into the corner. It's played to the far side, up the far side wall. And it comes the other way on the stick of a Ulysse player, though they have to regroup. 56 plays back to 71. And they have to play all the way back behind their goal line. It gives the Gens an opportunity to switch up their unit as we get down towards 8 minutes remaining in this first period. Again, 3 17-minute periods with an ice cut halfway through. Played in front onto Rose, and moving right to left across his crease, he makes the save. That brings Connor Williams in for the draw. One by Ulysse, sent back below the goal line. Christian Williams up towards Klingensmith. Poked ahead by Williams into the neutral zone, and offsides was Ulysse. Cole Gerges behind his own net. Taken back by Ulysse. Played in front. Christian Williams there. A shot onto Rose. Second chance opportunity turned aside by the netminder. Puck goes to the far side corner. Cade Rose has done a good job of not allowing too many rebounds in his time as a General, but when he does, he gets in front of them and takes away the second chance opportunities. Lucas Sawyer on that far side. Down behind the net. Plays to the near side. No one home except for a player wearing black. Sent deeper in the zone for 75. Curling up the near side wall. He's pushed off by Santiago. Now Klingensmith looks to create separation. He sends it down the ice. No icing, says the official. Gens switch up their lines. Actually finish up their line change. Hughes comes on for Klingensmith. In front, Santiago waiting for it as Sawyer goes to the far side, turning and firing. Puck gets patted away by the netminder. Now Hughes throws in front. Ulysse defenseman waiting for it. Sends it back into the corner and up the far side wall. Collisions below the goal line. See the Generals take possession. Sawyer holding, firing. Another pad save made by the netminder. Now it's played up the near side, looking to switch up the ice positioning. Santiago sends it back to that far side and lays a hit in the meantime. Santiago chips it ahead into his own zone. 76 winning the race for Ulysse. Trace Gerges laying a hit on the forechecker. Now up the near side for Haley. The pass too hot to handle. And icing called. Six minutes to go in this second period. Brings on Shane Bradley to take the draw for the Generals. Shot wide of Rose's net to the far side corner. Cole Gerges pushed up towards the blue line, sent back in. Here's Fleck. Fleck trying to clear the zone, unable to. refines it. Now he does with a little bit of help from Shane Bradley. Fleck looking to win a race for possession, does so, throws it in front, and it's corralled by a Ulysse defenseman. Off the wall, 72, steps in and fires, blocked by Williams. Behind the net, here's Shane Bradley once more. Bradley up the far side, taken by 61. Gens, a quick line change, get two of their three forwards off the ice. Cade Rose will leave it for Cole Gerges. Gerges up the far side for Haley, taken back by Ulysse, sent in, and Rose holds on for the whistle. 4:56 to go now in this first period. Brings on Connor Williams with Christopidis. Trace Gerges, Ben Haley, and William Klingensmith. Shot from 71, blocked by his own guy. Klingensmith finds it on the near side. Played into the netting. And the faceoff will stay inside the general zone. Same unit on the ice for the Generals. This time the faceoff on the near side wall. And this time won by Ulysse. Played to the near side. 57, the one-time blast. Gets poked off a body and up the far side. Taken back by Ulysse. Now here's Trace Gerges, the defenseman, will lead the rush. Gerges over the blue line on the near side, absorbing a rather large collision. Gets back to his position. Avoids the puck that was at his waist, and icing is called. So 4:21 remaining in the period. Gens another defensive zone draw. Brings on Hughes, Santiago, and Sawyer with Christian Williams and Cole Gerges. Face-off won this time by Northeast. The Gerges brothers have been on the roster all season, though in the times that I've seen them, I have not seen them play on a line together on the blue line. Hughes on the forecheck, played up the middle of the ice, taken back by Hughes. Into the neutral zone it comes for Christian Williams. Hughes looking to send it in, leaves it for Santiago. Nice move by Santiago, looking for Sawyer, but it's caught in the skates of a player wearing black. That's 73 now on the forecheck in the neutral zone. 73 pressured by Ryan Hughes, looking for a separation from the wall. Santiago comes in to lay a hit. Still a battle for possession. It makes its way inside the general zone. Just a couple steps in and pushed back towards the neutral zone. Played back now 58 up to 72 and played back in deeper into the Gen zone. Pushed to the outside by Shane Bradley. Fresh legs on the ice. Bradley is joined by Kobella and eventually Tony Fleck. Cole Gerges, far side. Ulysse switching up their unit. Takes possession in their own zone. That's 65. D-to-D pass across the way. 72, now 21 through the middle of the ice. Near side, 21 to 76. A tough angle shot goes off the back of the net. Tony Fleck regains it. Fleck up the far side wall. It's corralled in the neutral zone by a Ulysse defenseman. That's 72 with speed now into the offensive end. Poked off his stick at a long reach of Christian Williams. And Kobella finds it, sends it deeper into his own zone. Regained by Ulysse. Shane Bradley intercepts the pass and will chip it down the ice. Bouncing puck goes the way of Ulysse. Tomas Kobella creating havoc right at the center ice logo. Takes possession and sends it back in with 2:25 to play until the first intermission. Up the middle of the ice, here's 21 to 76. Trace Gerges on with Christopidis now as the defensive pairing. 76, a shot onto Rose, is blockered aside. 71 into the near side corner for another 71. This one, Trace Gerges. Played all the way down. Williams, Connor Williams will win the race. The far side corner, absorbing a collision. Puck played into the neutral zone for Ulysse. Gens right back into the offensive end. Here's Haley. Haley trying to fire unable to. Ulysse can't get out of the zone. Klingensmith, a nice move, a shot, blocker save made. It might have gotten the paddle of the netminder. The Gens with their best opportunity of the afternoon. William Klingensmith, a couple goals this season for the Generals. Watches a shot get sent on to Cade Rose. That's held on to for the stoppage. 1:32 remaining in this first period. Brings back on Santiago's line. He's with Hughes and Sawyer. Cole Gerges around for Sawyer, far side wall. He'll play it towards Hughes. Hughes, a nice play with the backhand of his stick. He had one hand on it, but offside, says the official. And the face-off will stay inside the neutral zone. So Ulysse takes the opportunity to switch up their line. Same unit for the Generals. Face-off won by Santiago. Christian Williams sends in. Their first is Makai Santiago. Push to the far side for Sawyer. Sawyer, stick handling up the wall. Makes a move. Keeps possession. Near side, Christian Williams backhands it deep into the corner on the near side. Left for Ryan Hughes. Santiago comes in to help out. Takes back possession, looking for Christian Williams, and it goes back below the goal line. Under a minute to play in this first period. Ulysse and Gens U16 matchup tied up at 0. On the far side now, taken back by Ulysse and offsides. So 38.9 seconds, pretty much 39 seconds remaining in this first period. Ulysse controls in the neutral zone, far side, that's 21. Tony Fleck shut down the break-in, but doesn't know where the puck is. Now it makes its way to the offensive end for Ulysse. Bradley trying to progress up the ice. Unable to, Christophitis has to regroup. He retreats back to the corner, plays off the wall and down the ice with now 15 seconds showing in the period. Taken back by Bradley. His shot goes wide. 3 seconds still on the clock. Ulysse will just send it down the ice as we make our way to the first intermission. Tied up at 0. It's the Gens Academy and Ulysse here on YouTube Live. Welcome back into YouTube Live, the New England Sports Village Ezra Janello along with you. The Gens Academy U16 team and Ulysse Academy tied up at 0 after the first 17 minutes. We'll play 8.5 before the halfway ice cut in this contest. Both teams looking to score the game's first goal. Cole Gerges sends it to the far side of the neutral zone. Ulysse back in the offensive end. Gerges the first one there. Behind his net, taken back by Ulysse. It's Cole Gerges with Christian Williams, Makai Santiago, Lucas Sawyer, and Ryan Hughes. Up the far side, that's 65 in black, walking and firing. Redirected off the glass behind the net. Back up this far side. Lucas Sawyer leaving it for Ryan Hughes. Sent back in by the Ulysse defense, and they'll switch up their lines. Christian Williams now up the far side. Tons of space. He'll make his way through the neutral zone. He was looking for Santiago, but it goes awry. Now Hughes trying to shut down the attack. Unable to. 2-on-1. Near side 61. He couldn't corral the pass cleanly. And the opportunity goes to waste. Kept in by 56. Now 71 once more. Long shot. Almost got the piece of Cade Rose, but he's able to hold on. Delayed penalty. Ryan Hughes, I believe, the guilty party, and he'll go to the box. So 7:09 remaining in this first half of the second period. It's coincidental minors. So it'll stay 5-on-5 as Hughes sits for the Generals. Puck gets sent down the ice off the draw. And Ulysse has to make their way back up the near side of the ice. Christophitis there for Northeast. Played up towards Cobella. Now here's Tony Fleck. Fleck working 1-on-2 on his backhand. Plays for Bradley, the one-time shot. Nice pad save made by the netminder. Here's Cobella below the goal line, working on a Ulysse defenseman. Shane Bradley pushes to the far side corner. Cobella there for it, up towards the blue line for Trace Gerges. Sent back in to the near side. Shane Bradley waits on it. Bradley pressured by a defenseman. Battle for possession goes the way of Ulysse. The Gens start their line change process. Trace Gerges sends it back in. The rest of the new forwards will come onto the ice. It's Ben Haley with Connor Williams and William Klingensmith. Played up the near side wall. 73 in black down the ice. Trace Gerges controls. Gerges ahead for Klingensmith, taken back by Ulysse. Gerges once more. Now we're under the offensive end. Onside, says the official. Trace's shot goes wide. It's held on to by the defense and sent down the ice for an icing. The face-off will be on the near side of the Ulysse zone. Connor Williams will take it for the Gens. Won by Ulysse, though, the winger, 12, coming in for possession off the draw. 76 on the far side, taken back by Williams. Williams was looking for Ben Haley, but they couldn't connect. Ulysse enters the offensive zone. 76 backhand try, looking for a teammate in front, though Cade Rose shut down the opportunity. Haley can't clear the zone. 65, a shot. A windmill hauled onto by Rose. 5:49 remaining till the ice cut. A couple of players out of the lineup for the Generals today. Brian Nauman out with an injury alongside Will Huber and Brady Hill, all on the IR. Dylan Messier serving a suspension, punished by working today's camera. Makai Santiago can't clear the zone. Puck comes to the near side wall. 72 in black keeps it in, plays up to his defensive partner in 73. Redirected shot turned aside by Rose, and he'll have to hold on once more. I'll say this about Dylan Messier. He probably has the best style on the U16 team. Has the black and gray checkered Louis Vuitton belt with the black and gray checkered suit jacket. Very modern style look for his game day outfit. Seems like the Nick Recupero of the U16 gens. Played to the far side. Christophitis on the wall, pushes it ahead. Kept in the zone, now cleared out by the gens. Offsides called once more. .21 in black will take the draw against Santiago. Just outside the Gen zone on the near side, right in front of us in the stands here at the Village. Again, YouTube Live, Gen's U16 Academy. Tied up with the Ulysse U16 team. Both teams looking for the first goal of the game here on YouTube Live. The 18 teams will go at it at 1:30. Again on YouTube Live, though, on the primary rink. And then the NA3HL Gens will take the ice here at the Village at 4 p.m. in NA3HL East Division matchup against the second place Norwich Sea Captains. The Gens, of course, with a commanding lead in first place. Up to the blue line, near side now 71. Played down to the corner, back up towards 71. Getting in the way of it was Tony Fleck. A shot onto Rose, turned aside. Here comes Santiago. Cleared back into the Gen zone, and offsides is called. Hughes and 61 in black, both allowed out of the box. They had coincidental roughing minors, so we were allowed to play 5-on-5 hockey, but now they'll be allowed back onto the ice for their next shift. Bradley leans in for the draw at center ice. He pushes it forward. Taken by Ulysse and sent back into the Gen zone. Shot onto Rose goes wide. 4:10 remaining in this second period. Rather, the first half of the second period. They play 8.5 minutes, then get off for the lone lengthy intermission and the ice cut, and then they'll retake the ice for the second half of the second period. Battle for possession behind the Gens net, taken by a Ulysse player. Played in front, unable to pull the trigger, was the player wearing 22. Cobella sends in, giving chase. Played to the near side wall. Kroll Gerges alongside Christian Williams, the defensive pairing, though Williams was down below the goal line. Hard on the forecheck. Now Ben Haley does the honors. Up the near side wall, coming 58 into the offensive zone with speed. Pushed off by Cole Gerges. A shot goes off this side of the net. It made the net shake, but it stayed on the outside. Puck gets cleared back into the neutral zone. Gens will start their line change process. 72 in black, meanwhile, back into the offensive zone. Behind the net, has to put the brakes on. Plays in front. The opportunity shut down. Now it's 12, back down towards 72. Holding on his forehand, taken by Connor Williams. Taken by 12 now, and his shot held on to by Cade Rose. .250 to play in this first half of the second period. Ezra Janello along with you on YouTube Live at the New England Sports Village. Face-off won by Ulysse. A shot gets blocked in traffic. 72 a try, he scores. .246 to play in the second period, and Ulysse strikes first. They lead 1-0 ahead of the ice cut. Not for a lack of effort. They've had the majority of opportunities in the game, though the Gens have had the higher quality looks, most notably William Klingensmith. So the Gens are going to go on the power play. It's a 2-minute minor for interference, with 2:33 to go until the ice cut. Though now Ben Haley's going to the box. So the Gens, the team that's shorthanded. The whistle wasn't blown until Ulysse took control of possession, but they'll go on the power play. Klingensmith leans in for the draw. He's got Connor Williams with him, Trace Gergis, and Peter Christofidis to start the kill. The penalty goes up on the board, puck is dropped, and we're back underway. Ulysse on the first power play of this afternoon's game. .72 in black, holding, walking, back to 55. Down the near side, 22 now. Across for 65. Klingensmith hard on the puck. Can't clear the zone. There's Trace Gergis, though, trying to clear it off the wall, is unable to. 65 keeps in, fires, redirected wide by 55 in black. Now 22. Holding on his forehand, firing a shot. Cade Rose a piece of it, rebound loose. Christofidis finds it and clears it down the ice. Stopped at the red line by Ulysse. 72 carries it back in. 1:20 remaining in the power play, 1:50 in this first half of the second. Christofidis sends it back down, and icing is called. .143 to go until the intermission. Ulysses a fresh 1-0 lead over the Gens. Still find themselves with 1:10 on the power play. Santiago on with Lucas Sawyer, Cole Gergis, and Christian Williams for the latest segment of the penalty kill. Near side, 56, across the way for 73. Up top, 71. Top of the blue line, fires it wide. He was looking for a redirection. 76 at the side of the cage. Couldn't connect with the puck, and the net goes off, so the whistle blows. Face off on the near side of the general zone. 49 seconds remaining on the kill. Face off won by Ulysses. 56 near side, across the blue line to the middle of it. Near side now, 76. Up towards the blue line, walking, holding. Thrown in front, redirected. 75 sent it off the glass. Trace Gergis, make that Cole Gergis. Unable to clear the zone. 75 back down low. 22. Up to 71. Quick shot, patted away by the netminder and Rose. Lucas Sawyer off the wall, finds Santiago. Makai Santiago with 13 seconds on the kill, pushes it forward. Santiago on his forehand, a shot, save made on the breakaway opportunity for Makai Santiago. A shorthanded opportunity for Santiago, who earlier this weekend was our APT player to watch. But a good save by the netminder in black to keep his team's 1-goal lead. Back to even strength. Tony Fleck on the ice. 25 seconds remaining in the period. Sent in behind Rose off the glass. 16 seconds now. In the far side corner, down to single digits on the clock. Shane Bradley up the near side. It's going to go down the ice. No icing called by the official. And the buzzer goes, so we will go to the intermission here at the Village. Ulysse leading 1-0 when we come back on YouTube Live. Welcome back into YouTube Live in the New England Sports Village. Ezra Janello along with you for Generals Academy action. It's the U16 team taking on the Ulysse Academy U16 team. Ulysse leading 1-0 halfway through this contest. We got our halftime break to cut the ice. 8.5 minutes to play in the second period, then 17 minutes of the third. Plenty of time for the Generals to get back into this game and tie it up. Only a 1-goal deficit halfway through. So the best opportunity of the game was Makai Santiago, a short-handed breakaway, but a beautiful save by the netminder wearing 60 in black. So Generals are ready to go. Ulysse already lined up. Santiago in for the draw. And it's won back by Ulysse and sent into the General zone. Christopidis up the near side for Sawyer. Kept in by 72. Santiago goes down to the ice. He would have had a clean break on the puck, but instead Ulysse goes back the other way. Trey Skirgis, the near side. Breakout pass intercepted. Sent back in by 21. Save made by Cade Rose, who played phenomenal during that first half of the game. Shot from the blue line, turned aside. Rose couldn't keep the rebound, so it goes behind the net. Taken back by the Generals. A little bit of sloppy play on the fresh ice. Kept in by 72. And Cade Rose, recognizing that, decides to hold on for the draw. .7:49 remaining in this second period. Face off inside the Gen zone. Shane Bradley to take it. 63 in black, 12 misses on the one-time opportunity. Now it's pushed wide of Cade Rose. Back behind the net. Cole Gerges giving chase. He's got Christian Williams, Shane Bradley, Tony Fleck, and Tomas Kobella. Puck played up towards the neutral zone. Bradley giving chase, now Fleck, but taken back by Ulysse. 12 to the far side around Cole Gerges. Played in front. Christian Williams stomped it. Cade Rose plays it to the corner. A little bit of reverse rolls there. The defenseman stopping it and the goalie playing it away. Offside, says the official. As the faceoff will stay inside the neutral zone. 7:08 to play in the middle stanza. Brings on Connor Williams for the draw for the Generals. Pushed forward by Ulysse. Williams regained possession though. Now Ulysse makes their way to the offensive zone. Cole Gerges sent up towards the neutral zone. Ulysse sends back in offsides with the automatic offsides rule here at the U16 level. So Williams again, he leans across from 55. He's got Ben Haley and William Klingensmith on his line. Klingensmith, a beautiful opportunity back in the first period to give the Gens the 1-0 lead, but a even better paddle save made by the Ulysses netminder. Williams goes down in the far side corner holding his head. The official now blows the whistle. And we'll take a second for Dylan Trelligan, the team's athletic trainer, to make his way on the ice. We'll be back on YouTube Live. Welcome back into YouTube Live in the New England Sports Village. Happy to see Connor Williams make his way back towards the bench, still having a discussion with Dylan Charligan, the Generals team athletic trainer. Now we get to see what kind of power play the Gens get. There's 2 Ulysse players sitting in the box. It appears to be a 2 and 10, though no real confirmation upstairs yet. But the Gens have a 2-minute power play. Christopidis will take the draw. He's got Sawyer and Hughes. Santiago lines up on the blue line. Christopidis wins it back, and Trace Gerges, the other defenseman. Down for Hughes. Not quite down. Back up to Trace Gerges. His shot blocked. Christopidis in front of the net. Got a stick on it, and it's held on to by the netminder in black. So that took about 17 seconds off the clock. We'll do it again, same side. Christopidis leans in. And again, he wins the draw to Sawyer. Sawyer on his backhand, holds possession, leaves for Santiago. Santiago to Sawyer, near side, the one-time shot. Turned aside and into the netting. Sawyer had taken a hit as he took the shot and got up a little heated from it. So Ulysses will switch up their front unit, 76 and 55 onto the ice for the kill. Same 5 for the Generals. 28 seconds into this power play. Santiago, middle of the ice, throws it to the far side corner. Trace Gerges dropped down to the front end. Ryan Hughes up towards the blue line. 71 in black, controls, sends it off the wall. It's on net, so no icing. Cade Rose had to turn it aside. Santiago now will start the power play rush up the ice. Santiago to the near side. His pass intercepted and sent back in by the player wearing 56 for Ulysses. Santiago goes down, so Hughes picks it up. More than halfway through this power play for the Generals. Here comes Ryan Hughes. Hughes near side on his backhand, throws it on the net. Got redirected by the defenseman, then played up into the netting for the stoppage. Face off on the near side of the Ulysse zone. 45 seconds remaining on the Gens' 2-minute power play. They switch up their unit. Bradley comes on with Williams. That's Christian Williams, Tony Fleck, Tomas Kobella, and Cole Gerges. Williams, the 6'8" defenseman, lines up in front of the opposing goalie. Puck gets sent into the Gens zone, though. Cole Gerges back for possession. He'll put the brakes on behind his net. Now will make his way up the ice to the far side, looking for Kobella. He gets sent back in, and Cole Gerges has to win a race. He does, though he goes crashing into the wall. Puck comes up the near side for 72 in black. 72 sent back down around the wall. 65 drops down. Shane Bradley leaves for Cole Gerges. Gerges up the far side wall. He'll start the breakout. Now he puts the brakes on and curls back around himself. 2 seconds remaining on the power play. Kobella plays it across the blue line, back to even strength. Gerges in the neutral zone leaves for Bradley. Bradley sends it deeper in. I'm getting a package up here in the broadcast with Sean Gorman on the NA3 team delivering me a Carson Wentz jersey for our little bet. The Eagles beat the Giants last night, so I'll get to wear the Eagles jersey during the NA3 broadcast. It's going to look good during the pregame show on camera. Gorman called 2 Gens games last night, worked the camera for 2 other games as well during this little makeshift showcase here at the Village. I was down in Connecticut at the Martiri Family Arena calling Sacred Heart Pioneers Division I hockey. They took on Post University first on the women's side. They won 4-1, and then the men picked up the 4-1 win over the Holy Cross Crusaders. Puck gets played into the bench, and so the face-off will stay inside of the Ulysse zone. The NA3 team will be in action today at 4 p.m. You can catch that action on Hockey TV. Before that, though, it's the U18 Gens taking on the U18 Ulysse Academy team at 1:30. That's on YouTube Live, directly following the conclusion of this U16 game. Offsides called, so we'll do it again, this time from the neutral zone. Face off, won by Ulysse. Santiago on with Ben Haley and William Klingensmith. Puck gets sent down the ice. This is Connor Williams' line, who's still talking to Dylan Trelligan on the Gens bench. Here's Ryan Hughes now. Hughes cuts towards the middle on his backhand. A shot blocked in front. Here back up. Hughes gloves it down. Taken back by Ryan Hughes. Down for Santiago. Cuts across the line. Blocker save made by the netminder. Santiago refines it. Cuts back in front for Ryan Hughes. Passes loose and is taken back by Ulysses. Trace Gerges leans up, lays a hit on the far side. The Ulysse player a little slow to get up, just in front of his own bench. His team controls in the offensive end. A high shot off the stick of number 10 goes to the far side of the blue line. Hughes skating around with no glove on his left hand, make that his right hand, while Ulysse controls in the offensive zone. Long shot blocked down by Santiago. He'll just chip it down the ice. Not quite enough mustard for an icing, though they'll say it does. And the faceoff will come back down to the general zone. Face-off in the Gen zone. 2:23 remaining in this second period. Ulysse leading 1-0. Here comes Hughes off the draw. Hughes on the backhand, gets it taken off his stick. It's Hughes with Sawyer and Shane Bradley. Of course, Santiago was double shifting for the first half of the shift. Bradley pushes ahead. Now Cobella comes on. Sawyer looking to push it forward. Finds it in the far side corner. Last week in Michigan, Sawyer scored a hat trick in cool fashion. Now he has it on his backhand. It's pushed to the outside. He scored an even strength, a shorthanded, and a power play goal, helming his team to a win out at the NAPHL Showcase in Michigan. Back the other way, 73. Backhand pass to 55. Wait, what a save made by Cade Rose. Pushing it to the outside. It was going back to where he was coming from as he moved right to left across his crease. Now he makes another save without any vision. Players in front of him. 1:29 remaining in this second period. Puck goes to the far side wall. Bradley chips it up, finding Copella. Up towards the neutral zone, sent back in, and offsides called. .118 showing on the clock for this neutral zone draw. Just in front of the Ulysse bench. Santiago with Fleck and Cobella. Christopidis plays it around. Now Cobella, left for Santiago. Makai Santiago chips and chases, finds it in the corner, curls back up the wall. He's met by a couple of Ulysse players, and it's taken away by the team wearing black. Back the other way, coming 21 through the middle of the ice, working on Christopidis. There's a shot onto Rose. That's turned aside. Now Trace Gerges into the corner for Tony Fleck. Fleck pushes it back lower. Now Santiago will play it around to the far side corner. Finds his own chip. Can't clear it down the ice, though. Good defensive play by 76 on the forecheck. 33 seconds remaining in this second period. A weird bounce off the glass. Kept in by 72. He's pulled down by Tony Fleck. Nothing from the official, though, as Trace Gerges, hard on the forecheck, watches the puck go back to his own end. Taken back by Trace Gerges. Gens switching up their unit. Connor Williams back for his first shift back on the ice. Happy to see him back in. Of course, with a hit to the head, you got to go through the concussion protocol. With 5 seconds remaining in the second, the Gens will control. It's sent down the ice. And we'll make our way to the second intermission. Just a quick break. When we come back on YouTube Live, Ulysse leading 1-0 heading to the third. Ready to go for the third and final period of regulation. 17 minutes on the clock. Ulysse holding on to a 1-goal lead. Santiago in the face-off circle snaps it back to Christian Williams. Jen's now going left to right across your screen here on YouTube Live. Jen's Academy action here at the Village. Ezra Janello along with you for the first of 3 Jen's games today at the Village. Right now it's the 16s starting off their third period. Then at 1:30. It's the U18 Gens taking on Ulysses again, closing out the Academy's action on the weekend. And then at 4 p.m. on Hockey TV, the NA3HL Generals, first place in the East Division, take on the second place Norwich Sea Captains, again on Hockey TV at 4 p.m. 16:15 to go in this game, regulation at least. Lucas Sawyer controls on the far side of his own zone for Santiago. Now Cole Gerges. Left off for Hughes. Miscommunication. Tenon Black, a shot onto Rose. Held on to for the stoppage. A miscommunication by Cole Gerges and Ryan Hughes leads to a good opportunity for Ulysses, but shut down by Cade Rose. He's played phenomenal today. No official shot total, but he's made a lot of saves. Face-off controlled by Ulysses. Shane Bradley regains it, clears it down the middle of the ice. Race for possession, no icing. Great effort by Cobell. Played in front for Tony Fleck, and it goes off of the netting behind the net. Tony Fleck will take the draw as the right-handed shot. Near side of the zone, one back towards Cobella, up towards Trace Gerges. Great hit by Trace Gerges, stepping up, but a 2-on-1 for Ulysse the other way. 73, a toe drag, looking for the pass across the crease. Instead pushes it below the goal line. Now here comes Shane Bradley. With speed through the neutral zone, gains the red line and sends it in. Chases it into the corner, throws it in front, no one home. Now Trace Gerges drops down, sends it back off the glass where Shane Bradley can chase it to the corner. Played up towards the blue line. Gerges can't keep it in the zone. And now Christopidis sends it back deeper. William Klingy-Smith fresh on the ice in his own end. Taken off his stick by Ulysse player, 73. Klingy-Smith takes a penalty. Gens haven't touched up yet though. Puck goes to the far side corner. 6-on-5 for the moment. 55, a shot goes wide. Thrown back in front. Now Klingy-Smith taps up. And the Gens will go shorthanded. .49 remaining in this third period. Klingy-Smith 2 minutes for interference. And that brings on Hughes and Sawyer with Christian Williams and Cole Gerges to start the kill. Hughes will take the draw. One back by Ulysses, though not able to be kept in the zone by the player wearing 65. It's 65 and 72 on the back end, 76, 55, and 75 on the front end for the man advantage. 55 into the offensive zone, offsides, says the official. .55 will take the draw on Ryan Hughes in the neutral zone just outside the Gen zone. One by Ulysses. Hughes has a stick caught in his blade. That's Lucas Sawyer. So effectively a 5-on-2 for the moment, while Hughes and Sawyer have to get back into the play. Played up top, 72. Across the way, 65. Plenty of space. The shot saved by Rose. Second chance. Turned aside by the pad of Rose. And it's cleared down the ice. Not on net, but the icing negated by the netminder playing the puck, and they score! Lucas Sawyer on the redirection, and the Gens tie the game up at 1. Just an unfortunate play for the netminder in black. He negated the icing by playing the puck and then sent it off of Sawyer's shin pad. And the Gens, a shorthanded goal, make this game 1-1 with 14:01 to play in regulation. Ulysses controlling in the offensive zone now. 22 near side. Up top, 56. Still on the power play, Ulysses. Block shot by Tony Fleck. Gets some stick taps from the bench. 71 holding, firing, blocked by Cobella. And the faceoff will stay inside the Gen zone as the puck went out of play. Fleck on the draw, one back by the General. Christophides finds Fleck, poked up the far side wall, though 56 in black will win the race. It could have been a 2-on-1 for the Generals. Now the Gerges brothers on the ice together, sends it back into the neutral zone. Trace Gerges intercepts a pass in the neutral zone, takes down a Ulysses player, while Cole Gerges, his brother, retrieves in his own zone. Played up the far side into the neutral zone. 35 seconds remaining on the interference penalty to William Klingensmith. Puck played ahead, not quite into the offensive end. Ulysses offsides. Trace Gerges causing havoc, keeping the puck in the offensive end of the ice, but now here comes Ulysses once more. 73, plays it to the near side for 58. 13 seconds remaining on the power play. 58 down into the corner, absorbing contact from Santiago. Far side for Ben Haley. Haley, as we get back to even strength, Santiago lays a hit, and he's going to go shorthanded for it as soon as the Gens touch up. So Makai Santiago will sit for 2 minutes. At the minimum, we'll see what they call it. The officials will discuss it. So it's 2 minutes for roughing for Makai Santiago. Easily could have been a longer penalty against the Generals. But fresh off a shorthanded goal, they'll have to kill off another penalty. You don't want to do that too often. I know it worked out, but it was a freak play. That worked out for Lucas Sawyer. You'll take it, though. Just mentioned his hat trick last week in Michigan. He's been on fire lately, finding the back of the net. So Ulysses back on the man advantage to the near side, 61. Can't get around Christian Williams. He finds 12. He goes down thanks to a little help from Ryan Hughes. Now 10, far side, thrown onto Rose, turned aside. Played up the far side wall, 61, all the way up 65, walks the blue line. Played to the near side, 72, back across the way to 61. Controlling, back 65 on the blue line. Middle of the blue line, 65, 61, far side, back up to 65. 65, pressured by Hughes, pushed to the outside, and he wraps it around to the far side. 61 now on the wall, up to 72. 72, steps in, toe drag, fires, goes high and wide with the shot. 65 blows a tire, but a good play, sends it back deeper in the zone. 10 now, near side, holds on his forehand, backdoor pass for a 61. Just goes to the wall. Now the Gens will make their way up the ice. Klingensmith chasing on the forecheck while shorthanded. Lays a hit. Fresh bodies on the ice, including Lucas Sawyer. A shorthanded goal that tied the game up at 1, and the puck is sent down the ice. No icing called by the officials. 30 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. It's Shane Bradley with Lucas Sawyer. Trace Gerges and Peter Christofidis on the ice for Northeast. 55 in black, shut down by Gerges. Now in the neutral zone, 76 enters the offensive end. Dropped off, 55, near side, 56. 56 fires a shot, redirected in front. Rose got a piece of it and turns it aside. 3 seconds till they're back to even strength. 76 up top to 71. 71 walks, even strength, 68. That's Lucas Sawyer, takes it away. And Santiago pushes it deep. He's going to give chase on the forecheck. Him and 71 go hard into the boards, but 71 in black takes possession. Tomas Kobella fresh on the ice, watches Trace Gerges send it back in off sides. So the first time in about 10 minutes of game time, the boxes are empty. That was 77 serving the 10-minute major that he took earlier in the game for the hit to the head on Connor Williams. Now a big collision on the near side. Santiago goes down. He took a penalty, now he draws a penalty, and the Gens will go on the power play. It's 2 minutes for roughing. Now the Gens, who are trailing to start this period, get a power play opportunity with 10:09 remaining in the third. Fleck will take the draw. He's got Kobella, Cole Gerges, Christian Williams, and Makai Santiago on the power play unit. Fleck, a right-handed shot. The Ulysses coaches getting their explanations. Face-off won by Ulysses. To the far side corner, sent down the ice. And icing called. Took a couple seconds off the clock. Fleck will take the draw again on the near side. Again won by Ulysses. And now they'll use their feet to get up the ice. That's 68 with speed. Big hit by Makai Santiago. That was 63 for Ulysses. And the Gens regain possession. Near side, here's Fleck into the offensive end. Looking to get around the defenseman, cuts towards the net. Fleck, a shot goes off the side of the cage, refines it behind it. Now up to Santiago. Makai Santiago, the shot blocked by Christian Williams, his own guy. 9.5 remaining in regulation, 1:19 in the power play for the Generals. Kobella strips the Ulysses player from possession, now carries in the offensive end. It's taken off his stick. Good stick by Cole Gerges, though, finds Christian Williams. His shot patted away by the netminder in black. And now Ulysses a shorthanded opportunity with a minute remaining on their kill. That's number 10, a shot blocked by Ryan Hughes. Hughes in the corner now, far side up the wall, cuts towards the middle of the ice. Ryan Hughes with speed leads for Shane Bradley, back to Hughes in the offensive end. Hughes pressured hard by a Ulysses player, and it's sent down the ice. Delayed penalty, and that's on Ryan Hughes. Unsportsmanlike conduct. He knocked this stick away from the Ulysses player as it was on the ice. So 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. And 39 seconds of the Gens power play goes away, and then they'll have a penalty kill after the 4-on-4. Sawyer and Bradley with Trace Gerges and Peter Christofidis. Face-off won back by Bradley. Christofidis up the near side looking for Sawyer. Bradley comes in, regains it for Northeast. Shane Bradley curls up the near side wall. Lots of open ice with 4-on-4. Pushed ahead towards Lucas Sawyer into the offensive zone. Ulysse controls. Back into the neutral zone, Trace Gerges. Sends back in off sides. And the face-off will be in the neutral zone. So a new defensive pairing, Cole Gerges and Christian Williams, with Shane Bradley and Lucas Sawyer. 14 seconds until the Gens go short-handed. 8:22 remaining in regulation. Here comes Sawyer. Sawyer holds, fires, looking for the low far pad. He goes wide. Christian Williams sends back in, blocked shot. Here comes 72 in black, leading the rush the other way. Cuts towards the outside around Cole Gerges. Sawyer comes in. Great play made by Lucas Sawyer, the McKinney, Texas native. And it's pushed back to the far side. Cade Rose forced to make a save. Sawyer chases the near side wall. That's 55 in black, played back door. Ulysses now on a 5-on-4 power play for the next minute. Sawyer blocked the shot, he goes down, and there goes that power play. It's 5-on-5 for the moment as Cade Rose goes to the bench. Here's Shane Bradley. Bradley controlling both officials with their arms in the air. Cole Gerges controlling near side, played across the way. Sawyer thought about pulling the trigger, but instead looks for Trace Gerges. And now we'll see what penalties come. So that's 72 in black. He'll sit 2 minutes for tripping. And now 40 more seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, followed by 1:20 of Gens power play time, barring, of course, any more penalties. Santiago leans in for the draw, pushes it forward, a shot by Santiago, turned aside. Makai Santiago looking for Lucas Sawyer in the corner. Battle for possession goes the way of Ulysses, taking Christofidis the turning try. Another save made by the netminder in black. Some new life for the Generals in this third period after that Lucas Sawyer goal on the penalty kill. Ulysses up the ice, collision in the neutral zone, sees the puck come away with Trace Gerges. Into the offensive end, Gerges gives chase to the corner. Walking down, chasing 73. Christofidis can't keep it. Now here comes Ulysses. On a breakaway, 73. Rose all the way out. Delayed penalty. We'll see if it's a penalty shot. Rose holds on for the stoppage. It's a hooking penalty. And I think the officials are going to talk about the opportunity for a penalty shot. It was Santiago who did it. And rather, he'll sit 2 minutes. So just as the Gens were getting their power play, we'll go back to 4-on-4 for 1:17. .6:45 remaining in this third period, tied up 1-1. Gens Academy 16s taking on Ulysses Academy 16s. The 18s will go at it in just about 27 minutes, 1:30 p.m. puck drop here on YouTube Live. That game will be played on the primary rink. So depending on how long this game goes, I might have to dip away to get the broadcast set up for them. 58 down the far side. Again, still 4-on-4 even strength. Long shot blocked by Christian Williams. Cole Gerges to the far side, and it's sent back in. Christian Williams holds on his forehand. Played ahead towards Cobella. Fleck, the other player on the ice for the Generals. In front for a 10. Pad save made by Rose. They score. A 4-on-4 even strength goal for Ulysses. And they regain their 1-goal lead now, 2-1. So we'll stay at 4-on-4. Even strength goals don't take any penalties away. So Ulysses will get a power play after the next 27 seconds. Klingensmith on with Ben Haley, Trace Gerges, and Peter Christofidis. Christofidis back for possession. Gerges played it on his own netminder. Now a shot onto Rose, they score again! Make it 3-1 Ulysses. That brings on Hughes and Bradley with Christian Williams and now Cole Gerges. Ulysses back to the offensive zone. A shot blocked by Hughes. 65 walks down the near side. Played across the way. Hughes shut it down. And it goes into the netting. So now 41 seconds of a Ulysses power play. And a 3-1 lead, fresh for the visitors. Face-off won by Ulysses, cleared up towards the blue line where it's gloved down by 71. Now Rose makes another save, pushes it to the corner. Shane Bradley there for the Generals, taken back by Ulysses, 12 across the crease. Cleared out of danger by Cole Gerges, played in front. Christian Williams blocked the pass up to the blue line. 65, the long shot off the post. It goes to the far side. Now Shane Bradley trying to clear the zone. Unable to on the first try, does so on the second. Against the neutral zone, Bradley giving chase. So a good play by 65 in black to send it back in. 10 seconds left on the Gens penalty kill. Ulysses will make their way up the ice once more, all the way down for an icing. And back to even strength. The Gens will get an offensive zone draw. It'll be on this near side. Cobella with Sawyer and Santiago. Santiago, fresh out of the box, will take the draw. One back by Ulysses. Played around to the far side. Christofidis keeps it in. Sent on net, blocked by a defenseman. That's 72. He finds 22. Cross-ice dump. Christofidis gives chase. He wins the race against 73. Santiago comes in for possession. Makai Santiago to Tomas Cobella. Back to Santiago. Over the red line, now the blue line. Santiago back door looking for Cobella, who wasn't able to get to the post in time. It goes to the corner. 56 in black ahead for his wingerman, but Trace Gerges controls. Gerges walks, fires, redirected. Lost in the paraphernalia of a player. Now Makai Santiago finds it on his backhand. Left for Sawyer. Santiago regains it. Left for Christofidis. A falling shot held on to by the netminder. .355 to go in this third period. That brings on Shane Bradley with Ryan Hughes and Tony Fleck. And off the draw, the whistle blows for another faceoff. So we'll do it again on that far side. Bradley again to take the draw. This time he wins it back to Fleck. Fleck a shot, save made, rebound still loose, and it's held on to once more. So Ulysses will switch up their offensive unit. Shane Bradley still on for the draw with Fleck and Hughes. Christian Williams, Cole Gerges. Ryan Hughes chases to the far side corner, pinned against the wall with a Ulysses player. Bradley comes in, drops for Hughes. Hughes in front for a fleck. It goes up towards Gerges at the blue line. Gerges turning and firing, redirected, loose in front, picked up by a Ulysses player. Cleared off the glass, up towards Christian Williams. Kept in by the tall defenseman, Shane Bradley turning and firing, and it goes wide of the net. 3:20 remaining in regulation. Here comes 10, working one-on-one on Williams. Williams can't block the shot, though Rose was there to make the save. Here's Cole Gerges for Shane Bradley. Gens can't get out of their zone, now they do. Cole Gerges played to the far side. Ryan Hughes now leaves for Makai Santiago. Santiago poked off his stick, has to chase back to his own end. Taken away by Christian Williams. Williams on the near side for William Klingensmith. He'll give chase. Williams the first one there for the Generals. Played in front. Ben Haley was waiting for it, but it goes off of a Ulysses player. Santiago cuts to the neutral zone for Trace Gerges. Played to the near side for Klingensmith. William Klingensmith on the near side wall. Forces it down into the corner. Now to the far side. Christophides holds. Fires, blocked in front by his own guy in Santiago, and it's cleared down the ice. The whistle blows, and we'll see if we get penalties. We're going to get coincidental penalties. A player from each team involved. 71 for Ulysses. Klingensmith for the Generals. And I saw an unsportsmanlike conduct, or rather a timeout being taken by Ulysses. So we'll take a step aside. 2:19 remaining in the third period when we come back on YouTube Live. Welcome back into YouTube Live. As Janelle along with you at the New England Sports Village. Ulysses Academy leading the 16 Gens. 3-1 with 2:19 to go in the third. Cade Rose has left his net. 6-on-5 for the Generals. Face-off in the neutral zone, won by Ulysses. That's 72 in black. Pushed ahead for 76. Into the offensive zone, Santiago curls up the far side. Can't get it out. And a delayed penalty, that's going to be Santiago. Unless they say the puck went out of play. And that's what they say. So the faceoff just comes to the outside of the Gen zone. And now it's 5-on-5 with Rose back in the crease. Offsides. We'll do it again in the neutral zone. 1:58 to go in the third. Hughes will take the draw. Won by Hughes, taken back by Ulysses. Santiago to play it in his own end. Pressured by Ulysses player. Sawyer comes in to help out. Takes possession to the far side. Lucas Sawyer, he's got the Gens' lone goal today. While short-handed, Santiago loses his stick, still looking for possession though. Played into the far side corner of the Gen zone. Santiago now up the ice to the far side looking for Fleck. The two can't connect. It's sent back into the near side corner. 1:21 remaining in the third. Played in front where it's picked up by Cobella. Here comes Tomas Cobella. Across the way for Sawyer. Ulysses regains control. Going to the bench is Cade Rose. 6-on-5 for the final minute and 5 seconds for the Generals. Delayed penalty. Still 6-on-5. Sawyer's shot held on to. And the Gens are going to go on the power play. .59 seconds remaining. It'll be 6-on-4. Gens already used their timeout. But an offensive zone draw coming up. They'll get their power play unit on the ice. Shane Bradley to take the draw. Christopidis and Fleck on the inside. Cobella on the outside. Santiago and Cole Gerges on the blue line. Cobella up to Santiago. 50 seconds on the clock. Long shot blocked by his own guy in Christopidis. Now Cole Gerges goes down at the blue line. Taken back by Shane Bradley. Bradley holds, fires into the chest and held on to. .38 seconds remaining in this third period. Bradley will take the draw. Santiago in the trigger position. Played across the far side. Santiago keeps in. His shot gets blocked. 30 seconds now. Santiago drops down, fires off the crossbar. Rebound opportunity. Great defensive play by the player wearing 72 in black. Keeping the puck out of the net. He made the leg save, and the puck went into the netting. 22 seconds now on the clock. That was Shane Bradley who fired the puck from the near side. Santiago keeps in for the moment. It gets cleared down the ice. Cole Gerges has to give chase. Has a Ulysses player all over him. 10 seconds showing on the clock. At the red line. Played back. Santiago controls with 2 seconds. And that's it. Ulysses picks up the win, 3-1. Tune in just a moment here on YouTube Live. The U18 Gens take on Ulysses on the primary rink. We'll see you in a moment.